in some really exciting times. The average tractor trailer is about 6 miles per gallon, and we've got these super trucks out at 12. And we've got this idea of autonomous vehicles that will help keep lanes and tether or platoon with others. So, it's really, really exciting times. But that comes with concerns. There are all kinds of fleets and end users out there. Some are excited about the technology, want to be early adopters, give it to me as fast as you can. And then, but that's kind of a minority. And then there's a whole bunch of people that are standing around saying, well, if they go first, then I'll follow if it makes sense. So, and that'll happen across all of these super truck technologies. It'll happen across autonomous. I do. I mean, in the work we do at NACFE, we're all about helping to scale technologies up to what their saturation point is going to be. So if something comes in and wide base tires or aerodynamics or some powertrain technologies, when it comes in, it gets some people to buy it. And then it takes a while before those second and third and fourth customers really come in and take it off. So I think most of these technologies all have a place with certain customers, certain duty cycles. But it's difficult. It can be misapplied and not work. There can be all kinds of things. So getting them in the right trucks, the right applications, the right customers to really prove their value and limit the consequences of adopting it, that'll really help it go quickly. I mean, I think there's some on the table that'll struggle because they're just more complex. Maybe it's a bigger bang for the buck, and it'll be harder to make happen. But with greenhouse gas regulations, with the probably an increase in fuel price in the next 2 to 5 to 10 years, many of these technologies will really have a reason to be and find their way. Yeah, wow, 25 years ago, what would we say about cell phones and the internet and all these sort of things? So I don't know, but boy, I got to believe that most every vehicle in 25 years will have an ability to autonomously drive. I mean, I just think that, even think about just lane tracking and what some of these demonstration vehicles have already shown us. I'm not sure a year ago I would have thought so. So, and they're talking about the robustness of that being, really high. So I think the one thing that struck me yesterday was the discussion about the real mundane tasks a robot can do. And robots and artificial intelligence and everything, some of the things that we do as humans may never get automated. So when I think of a lot of transportation work and let's just call it long haul trucking, right? There's a bunch of time that's really rote kind of driving that we can take out of it, and then there's a whole bunch of other events that are going to require the fabulous brain and humans that we have to get it done. Boy, that's a good question. We have these elements in the trucking industry of big fleets all the way down to owner-operators. We have different kinds of trucks and so forth. And over my 30 years in the business, we've talked about the death of this and the rise of that and the death of the other, and it's really not fundamentally a whole lot different. So I think these new technologies will shake that a little. But I still think we've got cyclicality that requires versatility in the labor force. The same with the equipment. Maybe we'll see more hub and spoke, shorter runs than long haul, but those will all be, when we look back at today, 20 years from now, I think that'll all seem like small evolutionary change, not just big shift or big revolution of a change in the industry.